Hi, it's Vic. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm sharing with you a cute critter card. So for my card today, I've got these Hello Bluebird stamps, and this is the Garden Friends stamp set. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly stamp out all the images I need. So I'm using some Copic friendly card, and then I've got my Memento Tuxedo Black Ink. So this is perfect for your Copic markers because the ink won't smudge. And I just love these images. They just remind me of spring, and because it's quite gloomy at the minute, I thought it'd be really fun to make a nice colourful card. So once all my images are stamped out, I'm going to go ahead and do some Copic colouring. And I've tried to speed up my colouring as much as I can because I know some people don't want to watch the colouring and then other people want to see all the details. So I'm just going to pop something up on the screen that will tell you where to go if you want to skip the colouring. So for my Copic colours today, I wanted to use some spring colours, so I've got lots of pinks, blues, yellows and greens, and I've shown them the markers on screen, but I'll also list them down below in the description box if you want to use the same colours as me. And I have to say the favourite thing that I coloured was the mushrooms. I don't know what it is about these mushrooms, they're just lovely and I just think they look really sweet on the cards. But now I'm just going in and colouring some of my birds. So while I've been colouring, I've been using my lighter shade and then I've been going in with my darker shade, and then on some of the images I've been going back in with the lighter shade just to blend it together if the colour is a little bit dark when I've been shading. So when I'm making a card, I normally just stamp the images and colour them and then finish off the rest of the card. I don't really have a plan as such. So I was just interested to know, do you plan your cards? Some people draw out sketches. I'm just really interested to know what you do, because I always just stamp the images I like and then I'll go ahead and figure out the rest of the card after. So once all my colours are applied, I then go in with my white gel pen and add some highlights to their cheeks. And now I'm going to go ahead and use my scissors just to fussy cut these out because I don't have the coordinating dies. Now I'm just moving on to my background, so I've done some ink blending. So I've got some distress ink that I've listed on the screen, and then I've also got my Time for Tea Designs beautiful blender brushes. So I'm just applying some pink and then I'm going to go in with the yellow, and then once the yellow part has been applied, I'll just go in with the lighter pink and just try and blend that middle background a little bit. Next I've got the Hello Bluebird Grassy Knoll dies, so I'm just going to go ahead and get some green card and then I'm going to be running this through my die cutting machine. Then I'm going to go ahead and get some double-sided tape and then I'm going to adhere this onto the back and apply this to my card. And you'll see in a second I make a mistake because I've put that grass too high, so it's quite easy just to peel off and move the grass down a little bit. And then once they've been placed down, I'm just going to flip this over and then trim off the edges that are hanging over the edge, and then also that bit that's a little bit too long for the bottom. And now I'm just going ahead now and I'm just deciding where to place everything. And I think because I don't plan them, Sometimes I have too many images or not enough, but this one worked out okay. So I'm going to put everything where it is on the screen, and then I'm going in with my adhesive. So I'm using some PVA glue, and then I've also got some foam pads which I'll be applying to my images and then adhering them down onto the card. I was obviously having too much fun colouring in these images that I've completely forgot about my sentiment, which is what I usually do anyway. So I'm going to use this sentiment here, and I'm just applying this down onto my acrylic block, and then I've got some Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and then I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that sentiment there. And then with the stamp set you get these little music notes, so I've used some distress ink, and that one is worn lipstick, so I'm just going to go around the images with the stamp. And then I'm also going to be using the double music note, so I'm doing exactly the same thing. And I always find if you have a small acrylic block, they're brilliant to add your little stamps that you get in the stamp sets, because sometimes it can be quite fiddly. So now that's done, I've got some double-sided tape, and I'm just adhering this down onto a card base, and then I'm going to move my card panel onto that card base so it's adhered nicely to my card. And then for a bit more added texture, I wanted to add these neat and tangled sequins, so I've got some PVA glue and I'm just using my finger. I think I've given up with that pickup tool because it just gets stuck to everything, so I'm just finishing up the card now, and our card is now complete. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I'd love to have you join my channel by subscribing, and I will see you soon. Take care.